Hello, everyone. We're going into the finals. We are 2-0 in a Kaladesh draft with sort of a wacky blue-black deck that runs Dynavolt Tower, among other things. I think we also once again have Scry, which makes his hand just a lot better. So I think I'm actually going to keep it. We do need to hit an island, but we're also on the draw, and that makes it a lot better. We got some ways to make energy plus Dynavolt. Excuse me, so that's pretty good. There's a Gear Seeker Serpent, which we have 3 artifacts in our hand, so that works pretty well for him. We could play him on turn 5, probably. Thriving Turtle. Yeah, we need to scry well here, so we're going to try. Opponent gets to as well. We're just going to stick something to the bottom if it's not an island, basically. Well, I may actually keep a swamp. Since getting a 3rd land, yeah, it's pretty relevant right now. We do really need double island, but I'll keep a swamp on top. Can play our Dynavolt Tower. We both bottomed our card there, so he may have also hit a land and had plenty in his hand. Ooh. Ugly. Okay, he didn't want to use his energy to pump this guy. It might just be better to play Skygate now. It just blocks better, so that's what I'm going to do. We could play our rats and our Dynavolt Tower as well. Alright. No attacks is good. Well, that flies, so that's less good. Do I play Thriving Rats? Yeah, probably. Yeah. And just end our turn there. This is going to start flying over and hitting us, but we're not too far off from being able to play our own flyer, which can't trade for that, but we'll probably make it so he stops attacking with his. Ooh. That's not good news. Okay, so now he's going to be able to use the energy to give that permanent or player another of that kind. So he can make this, yeah, so we're just going to block it with our Consulate Skygate. He's going to make a servo here. Because he could actually also put another counter on this and kill either of our other blockers. Hello, blue mana. I think I'm going to play Dynavolt Tower. And leave mana up for select for inspection. So we do need, once we play this rats, we'll have enough energy to do something with it. Yeah, he's just going to put more counters on either weapon craft. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. All right. So we'll probably end up using select for inspection on him because he's a better attacker. We're actually going to declare the block first, though, so that if he taps the mana, we get that extra value. Okay, everyone's swinging, huh? If we draw another island, we can play Gear Seeker next turn, too, which is pretty nice. Do I declare a block here? He'll probably use his mana to put the counters on that, and then I can use select on it. That doesn't seem too terrible. I think I am going to declare this block. Whichever one he decides to use animation module on is the one I'll bounce. My rats might have actually been a better block since I have Gear Seeker Serpent in my hand, so if things go really far south here. Okay, so we get an extra tempo here thanks to that, plus some energy. He can just recast it, it's worth noting, but our own P-Foul, huh? Don't hate that. It blocks pretty well. Yeah. All right. So we end up taking 0 and lose. Oh, 2 rather. 2's more than 0, I think. Does he go wide this time? No. Yeah, it makes sense. His counters, it's interesting to see a blue-black counter deck. Yeah, I'm going to play the P-Foul. And we'll just end our turn. We just have good blocks everywhere. If we ever get to play this Rats, we can Dynavolt charge this, or probably at this point we'll be killing creatures with it to try to make the game get to the point where we can play our Gear Seeker. Yep. That's pretty good. No attacks. Okay. But yeah, he can basically make a servo every turn right now, and that's not a lot of fun for us. Okay, well now we can just play our Gear Seeker. Might take a hit from this in the meantime, but I think that's okay. We can kill it with our Dynavolt Tower later. So, how much does it cost? 3. So it only costs 4. We'll leave blue up again just to bluff that we can do something. Oh, I still have to tap blue, so I can't leave blue up. Just kidding. Luckily, it's just a bluff. It would be more frustrating if I actually had something to do. Oh, I can wait a second. Oh, I can pay even less. I can actually play Thriving Rats, too. Should have done this first. Yeah, so we're going to play Gear Seeker Serpent. And then we're going to play Thriving Rats. So now we have enough mana, enough energy, rather, to fire off a Dynavolt Tower. So we can't actually kill either of these with Dynavolt Tower, but we can kill this if he tries to put a counter on it. And killing the Doomed Operative is also pretty attractive. So let's see what he does here. Yeah, we're not attacking. Not yet. Because if we blow up whatever he wants to put the counter on, and that's what we'll do, he also doesn't get to get a servo, and I think that's a big deal. So we're going to go Kapow. All right. We're 1 mana away from making this unblockable, so that's nice. We do still have a Death Touch creature to be concerned about, but I can just block it with Eager Construct, I guess. That doesn't really... It's not that big of a thing to be concerned about, I guess. So we need to play 2 more instants or sorceries or get energy some other way. Actually, our only other ways of getting energy are already instants and sorceries, so it works out okay. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Well, in that case, I think we just start doing what we've been doing all day, which is this. If he has removal or a bounce spell, it hurts a little bit, but yeah, well, that hurts a lot, actually. Paying as much mana as we've been paying just to hit for 1 is not what we want to be doing. Okay. Poor Gear Seeker. Yeah, now he's going to get to do his thing. We can't do anything about it this time. Getting this P-Foul out of the way could help us win with our P-Foul. We're tapped out right now, so we could actually swing with his. I wish I had a +1/+1 counter, and I could go about trying to get one, but it doesn't really seem worth it. Okay. So he's going to do this, make another servo. Why didn't we draft Make Obsolete? Because this is in his deck, if we see like a malfunction as well, I'd probably side in Morbid Curiosity. So we're just going to block. Looks like he's got a trick. Oh, yeah, that was dumb. I guess we make him do it still, but yeah, I forgot that he has a trick that's very obvious that we should know it exists. But we screwed it up. Okay. I'm gonna play Ether Torch Marauder, Etherborn Marauder. We'll move all counters. I wish I could steal my opponent's. And then we'll pass. I mean, at least he's still a really good blocker, if nothing else. But yeah, this is a ridiculous engine right now. Okay, well, at least all we got is an island for him to see. He gets to scry still. Yeah, we need to draw some of our cheap instants and sorceries so we can try to Dynavolt Tower our way out of this. We've gotten one use out of it. If you get a second, I think it basically has paid for itself. So the good news is he doesn't have mass board pump because it just doesn't exist in his colors. Yeah, that's annoying. If you're going to put a counter on, make another servo, you basically get both sides of Fabricate when you have animation module in play, which is kind of sickening. This is one of those grindy board stall games. Not a land. Okay. Well, he knows we have this island, so we'll play it. And we will pass. Yeah, if he has one of these, that's pretty gross right now. The good news is, like, he didn't get in for damage early, so he has to go really, really wide to finally kill us. And we still have good blocks. I mean, our 1/6 can block. Oh no, it can't actually, because he'll put counters on it. Just kidding. Might still block with him just to make him do it. Okay, no attacks. Ugh, come on now. I mean, I think our opponent's drawing lands too, so at least there's that. Yeah, we'll just end our turn. He'll continue to do what he does. He has a mana sink, unlike us. We just have an energy sink. Swinging for one with Gear Seeker just doesn't seem worth it at this point. Yeah, now he can start messing me up pretty well. This will have 9 toughness when she uses animation module. I can 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can block with all of my creatures on it to kill it. But that doesn't really seem worth it. Yeah, that's not as hard for me to block profitably. Man. Crunch time. It's not going well for me right now. It's not for our opponent either, but like he has, again, a way to abuse, a way to get through this board stall with his module. Okay. It's about time, right? So you can make this have 5 toughness. The problem is if I block a lot with a lot of things, I'm kind of screwed anyway. I think I'm going to block here to make him tap the mana, at least, to tap his animation module. And I'm just going to take the other 6. But yeah, things have gotten far too out of control for Dynavolt Tower to get us back in this thing. Oh, he decided not to do it. I'm down with that. Okay. Not the most exciting, but at least it's a permanent. It can, in fact, block. Yeah, it's interesting. He must have something in his hand that he wanted to cast, perhaps, and he was like, I don't want to use it right now if I don't have to. That's what I'm thinking, anyway. We would like that, too. I probably passed some again. That's the downside about not really realizing I needed to be an artifact deck until too late, is I missed out on stuff like Doomed Operative and Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot to make our deck even more synergistic. Contraband Kingpin, too, would have been really nice. It's pretty nice for our opponent right now, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm just going to throw both rats in front of these. Ooh, that's pretty good. I've been wondering when we'd see that. The answer is now. The scry on it. A scry on it is nice too. So I'll probably use it in response to him doing his thing, which will buy us some more time to figure out what we need to do here. Yeah, so we're just going to go see you later. Keeps him from getting a mer. That's basically what they are. A servo token. Oh, yes, please. That's exactly what we need to get this Dynavolt tower to start doing something. Granted, right now I can't kill a whole lot, but that's okay. All right. He does get to replay it and make another servo, I guess, so we didn't do that much damage. Thriving Turtle being bounced might have been a little better. But yeah, thanks to that Tezzeret's Ambition on top of our library, I don't think this game is super close to being over, but, ooh, well, that's going to help our opponent. So I think we do side in Morbid Curiosity here. Between Malfunction and Ether Meltdown, it just looks pretty good. Can he just kill me if he swings with everything now? Yeah, I think he can. Oh, he doesn't. I was going to say you don't want to swing with everything. So we can block 4 things. So we'll block this, this, and this. Yeah, so we're not quite dead. But we do have to block in ugly ways here, so. I'm going to kill a servo. I'm going to kill... no, I'm not. I'll block there. And I'll block... Well, no, I shouldn't block like this. I'll put Foundry Inspector here and Dirkara P-Foul here. And so we go to 5. And we actually hold on to a bunch of our cards, which is not too shabby given the situation. I wish I had a way to Dynavolt Tower, get the 2 more energy for Dynavolt Tower right now and just, like, blow up this P-Foul or something at least. Yeah, we hold on to a couple of them, which isn't too bad. What now? Ooh. That's what we're going to do, except we're the ones in trouble here, not our opponents, so it's a little worse for us. Yeah, we really need Make Obsolete in our sideboard right now. Okay, to select for inspection, buy me some time. Not really. We have the energy to kill something, but all we can kill is actually, it's just a servo, so I think we're just dead. So yeah, we go to the next game. Okay, so yeah, I think make Morbid Curiosity seems good in this matchup. We could take out like Malphus Squad again. So I think that's all we do. Does the Hermit seem good? I mean, it can block for a long time, but I think that's what we change. It's the first game we've lost with this deck, surprisingly enough. Let's try not to lose another one. I I think this is another keep. We are on the draw, but well, is it? We do have a way to scry, but our opponent has to let us do it. So maybe it's not a keep. This one's better. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Don't love Morbid Curiosity in my opening hand, but that's okay. I think I'm going to bottom it. I'd rather just draw some action. I mean, we're going to draw another island at some point, and what we really want is another swamp anyway right now, so. Harsh scrutiny. Don't do it. Oh, man. And he knows we have this now, too. So much for things. You know, if I'd done it with my Gear Seeker Serpent that last game, it would have been so awesome. See, we drew another island anyway, so I'm glad I put that one on the bottom. Yeah, early Contraband Kingpin is messed up. I think I will play Foundry Inspector just on the off chance we draw another 3-mana artifact next turn. Our opponent's deck is basically just like the better version of our deck with a bunch of +1/+1 counter stuff going on as well. That's what it feels like anyway. We're going to block. I mean, he just wants to gain the life, but there's no reason for us to take the damage. Yeah, we'll just take that. Okay. Well, I think we just end our turn. Yeah, I mean, I knew as soon as we ran into someone who could shut down a Gear Seeker Serpent, we'd be in a little bit of trouble. And we were. I'm just going to take this again. We have ways to gain life, so... Ooh, he's dead. He is so dead. Yeah, we're going to use Tidy Conclusion on him. Just do it now. Just do it right here. I guess doing it after he scries might have been a little bit better because he may have made a scry decision based on the fact that he had this dude in play, and that would have become a lot worse, but... Okay. Yeah, we're just going to play Thriving Rats here. And end our turn. We could sack a permanent and draw 3. But I don't really want to do that just yet. We're just going to take 3 again. Hey, he doesn't have an artifact. Ooh. Ugh. Man. I think we probably just end up losing this game. Like, Morbid Curiosity could draw us out of something, but chances are draw us into something, but chances are doing so would just make us lose. So I'm gonna hold on to the land in my hand as well and just end my turn. I may finally block this guy, I guess. This becoming a 2/5 with lifelink though is kind of a nightmare. So I think I'm just going to take 3 again. Well, our luck has definitely dried up in this particular game. We had a lot of it in our first 2 matches. I think that's the only reason we got here, honestly. The deck was fun, but we basically ran into people with very little removal. I think it's probably about time we just block this guy, unfortunately, and so we'll do it, and we'll gain some life in the process. Yeah, making that a 2-5 I think is the ideal move there. Oh, really? Gonti, huh? Are we dead on board yet? Not quite. All right. Well, we have the time to cast it, but not by a lot. But that's what we have to do, I think. Okay, those are both cards that may give me a fighting chance here. Should I have just mainboarded a Morbid Curiosity in a deck that has Gear Seeker Serpent? 3 mana, draw 7? I don't know, it sounds pretty good, right? Right, that has Death Touch now. Wouldn't have minded one of these being a failed inspection. It's not failed inspection. Select for inspection. Ugh. Now I think we're just dead again off of malfunction. I think we might have one more turn in us. Yeah, we do have one more turn. But I think it's too late. Yeah, we kind of just got stomped here in the finals. Our opponent's animation module was nasty. Not over yet, but it's basically over. So, yeah. I guess we can Morbid Curiosity and pray. But I don't think we even have anything that can get us out of this. I guess if we draw all Select for Inspections, we could probably find one more turn. And there's still 3 in our deck, so it's technically possible. We didn't do it. Not even close. We didn't even draw 1. All right. Well, yeah, we got stomped there. Deck was fun. Probably shouldn't have played Dynavolt Tower, but we managed to go 2-1 anyway, and I'm going to count that as a victory. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.